How are we going, guys? Welcome to today's video. I hope you're all having a great day. So today I want to talk to you about what to do when your fat loss progress stalls or stops for a prolonged amount of time. Now, the important thing to remember here is that if you are in a deficit and you're tracking it and you know you're hitting it, you know you're not missing anything off, then you will be losing body fat. So use the rational sort of process and remember that if you are honestly in that deficit, you will be losing body fat. The thing to remember is it's not always going to be nice and neat and linear, okay? You're not going to be maybe losing half a pound a week, half pound a week, half pound a week. Sometimes it will stall, and then in maybe 2-3 weeks time, you'll drop a full pound. Sometimes patience is really worth remembering. It's not a huge cause for concern if for 2 weeks your scale weight loss may stall a little bit. You have to remember there is a multitude of factors that affect weight loss, and I'm being careful to say weight loss as opposed to fat loss. They're not completely linked. For example, there can be intestinal storage, there can be water retention, glycogen replenishment. Women, if you're in the 4th week of your menstrual cycle, we would expect scale weight to probably actually come up. Those factors are nothing to do with fat gain. Weight gain, yes, but not fat gain. So if you are honestly in your deficit, then don't panic, ride it out a little bit and sort of see where you are 2 weeks down the line. Are things dropping back down? So patience is well worth remembering. Another useful thing to remember is, if you are starting to stress out about the scales not going anywhere, it sometimes might be worth coming away from weighing yourself, take the pressure away, because stress itself can actually cause a bit of water retention and therefore weight gain. So the actual process of weighing in may actually be hindering that scale weight come down due to stress. So sometimes maybe just get out of your own way, put the scales to one side, keep tracking your deficit and see if removing that pressure situation of a weigh-in actually might sort of start your weight loss and your fat loss. Remembering also that scale weight isn't necessarily the overall best indicator of body composition change and fat loss, due to the fact that we can get some body recomposition. For example, let's hypothetically say you were to lose 5 pounds of fat and gain 5 pounds of muscle. Now, scale weight is going nowhere. You've basically swapped 5 pounds for 5 pounds. That stays exactly the same. However, due to the fact that 5 pounds of muscle will be much more dense and occupy a lot less room, I would be strongly suspecting that your dress size might come down or your trouser size might come down. You will look noticeably different. So remember to sort of don't be blinded by the wood for the trees, and remember that there's more measurements that you can use that may actually show you that you're still progressing. However, if, after sort of about a month, things are still not going anywhere and you are honestly tracking everything, I know it sounds maybe a bit accusing, but the amount of times that people might actually just start to sort of ease up on their tracking, forgetting the odd coffee here or the odd chocolate bar here, those little things do add up and may actually take you back to maintenance or even a slight surplus. If it's still not going anywhere when you know you're actually in a deficit, then we can, for example, increase activity levels. So my advice would be to get more steps in. Really simple way of increasing that NEAT that we spoke about earlier this week, and your expenditure will go up because as you start to put yourself in a deficit, your activity level will naturally come down. Getting in those extra steps pushes it back up, increases the deficit that you may be in. The other option, of course, is to lower calories, but I would always opt for adding in steps before we start dropping calories. we're looking for, in my opinion, the smallest change we can make for the biggest results that we can gain. And it's much easier to add in some steps than take away more calories. Now, yes, sometimes we are going to have to drop calories, but in my opinion, maybe add steps in first, see if that has an effect. If it doesn't, then we can start looking at sort of dropping calories a little bit lower. So I hope you found that useful, guys, and that you've got to remember that sometimes scale weight is not so clear cut. If you do have any questions, guys, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'll be happy to answer any questions you do have. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.